The Cardinals are back home this weekend, final home game of the season with offensive lineman Kelvin Beachum. I'm Dani Sureck. This is Sideline Exchange. Kelvin, last week in Houston against the #1 defense in the league, this offensive line allowed just 2 sacks, very little quarterback pressure. As you look to perform the same way against the Falcons, which feature was this offensive line, which is banged up, most in sync to execute at that level?
I just think we've been able to really dial back what we're doing and just be able to execute on a couple core things and do them very, very well. Combo blocks, us getting on the edge when we need to. The screen game has really picked up over the last couple of weeks. Trey McBride and Elijah and even some of our wide receiver screens have worked out really well. So I just think our offensive staff has been able to kind of mold, just where we're at right now and find ways to still execute and move the ball up and down the field.
Consistent good play throughout the game last week. Something you've been consistent in is giving back to the community wherever you've been in your 14-year career. For the 3rd time in your career, you are the club's Walter Payton Man of the Year, which is one of the most esteemed honors, recognizing your immense efforts in the community. Where does that passion and drive stem from?
I always go back to my parents, my grandparents. My grandfather's still alive, 98 years old, still serving in his community at this age. My parents, now stewards of another set of children, finding ways to still serve in their capacity and still finding ways to serve in the community as well. So for me, it always goes back to my hometown of Mahia and some of those foundational principles that my grandparents and parents laid for me. And that's carried me, honestly, to where I am today.
You're laying that same foundation. Your kids get involved in community efforts, your teammates as well, and it's a range of community efforts, ending hunger, providing clean water. What legacy are you paving with these efforts?
I think at the end of the day, it's like, how do you find ways to serve the human condition and some of the things that are just essential to humanity? When you think about, some of the work that I'm doing, whether it's, the work around food insecurity here in the States, access to clean water on a global front, and then access to science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, so STEAM. These are essential, I feel, to just human society. And then making sure that young people, people who are disadvantaged, have access to some of the tools and some of the resources just to be able to thrive in the society and the world that we live in today.
Incredible work. You are making such an impact. Year 14 for you. This is year 18 for Calais Campbell. You're facing Kirk Cousins, year 14. Phillip Rivers just came back to the game at 44 years old. Yeah. Is late 30s, early 40s the new 20s in the NFL, Kelvin?
So it's like wine. It gets better with time. And I think when you point to some of the folks that you just mentioned, Kurt is a draft classmate of mine, so to see him still doing his thing at this age is incredible. Calais, I give him a hard time. He's my elder within the locker room. But I would just say it's getting better with time. So I wouldn't say it's the new 20. I just think we've found a way to kind of figure things out. I don't know what to say about, Grandpa, but he's found a way to turn back, Father Time and be able to do some incredible things. The game, against Seattle, which is a phenomenal defense, the way in which he played and the way in which he commanded that offense in less than a week was pretty impressive.
Your draft mate, Kirk Cousins, and the Falcons are coming to town. When you look at Atlanta's defense, what jumps off the tape?
I just think that they're multiple. Meaning there are multiple fronts, multiple front structures, multiple packages that they find in the way in which they want to portray that to the offense. We haven't gotten into kind of third down just yet, but we know that there'll be multiple in that particular arena today. Today was kind of more of a base down type of day. But even in their base down, first and second down, you can just tell that there's a lot of different fronts, a lot of different pieces, pretty multiple on the edge as well, which is where, I have to spend a lot of time. So, they have a number of different rushers, body types that you will see on the edge. So we know that we have our work cut out for us. Again, this is the National Football League. Every week there's a different set of challenges that you have to be presented with. But excited for this opportunity. Know that they're a good defense and know that they've been able to, limit teams where they need to, but it's a good test for us. Another good test for us. It doesn't get any easier as we go through the final stretch of the year.
A few weeks ago, Paris Johnson let us in on the offensive line gift giving, the white elephant with the season, the holidays coming up this season, and he let us know the minimum is $1,000. Yeah. What is on your wish list?
The thing is, I thought it was $1,500.
But that's what they told you. Everyone else has $1,000 minimum.
I'm a gifter. I love elegant pieces. I'm not somebody that says, hey, I want to get you a pen. I want to get you a writing instrument. hey, I don't want to get you a watch, I want to get you a timepiece. So for me, it's the elegant type of qualities and things in life that I usually find for our guys. Something that may be antique, vintage, something that they'll really remember, 15, 20 years, 30 years from now. So don't know just yet, but have a couple ideas. I got I think a week and a half to go. We're doing White Elephant on the 24th. I think it's a Christmas Eve. So I got a little time, but I got a couple ideas that I'm working through.
Okay, excited to hear what piece land on.
Piece, yes.
Well, Cardinals fans, you can vote for Kelvin Beachum as the league's Walter Payton Man of the Year. You can go to NFL.com/Man of the Year or on Twitter. Use the hashtag WPMOY challenge along with his name. Very deserving of that. Cardinals are hosting the Falcons from State Farm Stadium Sunday. It's a 2:05 kickoff. It's fan appreciation, so hope to see you there. That's Kelvin Beachum. I'm Dani Sureck. This is Sideline Exchange. Thanks for tuning in.